working?
It's working. I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
So you're in Vegas.
I'm in Vegas. Yes.
How long have you been in Vegas?
Um, just over a week.
Okay. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's nice. It's hot.
Yeah. How hot was it where you live, where you're from?
About 20 degrees Celsius.
Okay. I don't know the conversion quickly off the top of my head, but it sounds much cooler.
Yeah, I think that would be around 60.
Oh yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's that way in California in the early in the morning it's about 50, and then by 10 it's about 60, and right now it's probably like 70, 75. So California, where I'm at, is much nicer than for as far as temperature, much nicer than Vegas.
Yeah, it's good heat adaptation though.
Yeah, it's good that you're in the heat, right? Because you're going to need that for a few weeks from now.
Yeah,
So you've been to the games 3 times. This is your 4th time, correct?
correct.
And there was a couple years you missed. I think I saw that you made 21 but didn't make 22, or did you not? Something like that.
Yeah, so I qualified 19 and then I missed 20. Or I did actually qualify 20, but then they cut down the qualifiers because of COVID.
Yeah.
And then I qualified 21, and then 22 I missed semifinals because I was very ill.
Ah.
And then I qualified 23, and now 24.
Yep. When 19, when you qualified, did you qualify? How'd you qualify? Because in 19 there was so many different ways to qualify.
So I qualified through a sanctional that was before the Open. So I think I placed 8th at sanctional, and then all the 7 girls ahead of me qualified later on in the Open. So then I found out like months after the competition that I actually qualified from that competition.
Oh, that's really weird. I didn't know we did that. So basically, because they qualified through the Open, we bumped down and took the 8th place person.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds dumb. Not
Yeah.
no offense to you, but like the system, that doesn't sound like it was a good expression of it. What'd you think of that year when we had so many different ways to get to the games?
I mean, I started CrossFit around in the end of 16, so I haven't done it for that long, and I haven't really been through. Or I was at regionals 2018, and then it was 2019, so it was all just a bit new and a bit random.
Yeah, kind of the model that year with the amount of ways you could get there was definitely chaotic.
Yes.
There were so many different approaches, and then you could get invited too. If Greg wanted to invite someone, he could invite whoever he wanted, which he
Yeah.
did. Hunter McIntyre, and I think there was someone else who was invited. I forgot who else was invited. I think that
Wasn't it Ben invited as well?
Ben who.
Uh, I'm forgetting his last name. Coaching Laura.
Oh yeah. Ben Smith, was he? I don't remember. He might have been.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if
Okay.
I'm just dreaming that.
No, I think you might be right because I know there was 2 people invited. Ben at least makes a little more sense because he was a CrossFit Games competitor. Former Hunter didn't make much sense, but whatever. What's your favorite games moment?
I must say Alpaca Redux last year.
Why? Because you, um, relative to the first one, did you do better this time, or you weren't there the year before?
No, so I wasn't there the year
Okay.
before, and then I won it last year.
Oh, you won it. Okay, very cool. Well, congrats on that. What was your time?
Oh, I don't even remember. I think I was the only one getting under 15 or 16 minutes. I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, that was. I don't remember the year before version. I don't know the version before, but last year's that was a pretty stiff test. Stiff
Yeah.
work. What's your least favorite moment?
So 2019, there was a workout with sled push and bar muscle ups. it was quite a fast workout. I don't remember exactly, but it was like sled push out. I
Yep.
think 15 bar muscle ups and then just sled push back. And 15 bar muscle ups unbroken was like a 4 rep PR for me. And I managed to do it, but then and I pushed the sled really fast back, but then I didn't push it over the finish line.
Oh man.
I left the sled and then run for the finish line. But we were supposed to push the sled over the finish line, and that put me in 31st place. So I just missed the cut after that.
Oh damn. And so I think I remember that one. That was, you start on this end of the field, you push the sled all the way down, do the bar muscle ups, and then push it all the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, you missed the cut to go to the next stage or to the advance.
Yeah.
And last year you did really well, though. You finished 11th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you finish at semifinals this year?
3rd.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you're on a roll.
Yeah, it's going well.
What are your expectations? What do you kind of want to get out of the games this year?
I just wanted to be a good test and that I am able to test myself.
Mm-hmm. Of the tests that we've announced, what do you think of them so far?
I like them both.
Okay. Are you a good runner and swimmer?
I'm a good swimmer. I worked a lot on my running the last year, so it's going to be really fun to test it. Event 1 at semifinals went really well, so yeah.
Well, why are you a good swimmer? Did you grow up swimming?
Yeah, I swam competitively for 12 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. That's your background prior to CrossFit?
Yeah.
What distances?
200 butterfly.
Oh, okay. So you're used to hour sessions in the pool and grueling. All you swimmers, you guys they train so much. Like the number of hours in a pool that they put in,
Yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah.
Do you still swim like that obsessively or not at all? Because I know a lot of people who swam growing up hate it now.
Yeah, depending on the season, I swim like once a week maybe.
Okay.
But it's just not the same anymore. Doing all the other training just makes the swimming not feel that good.
And you don't need to train it probably that much, and you'll still get in the water and be faster than 95% of the other female athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you and you said your running's okay?
Well, yeah, I've been working on it a lot the past year, and it's been like I've seen progress. So I'm excited to get to test it out as well.
Well, you got to give Tia a run for her money. Anytime we do these events where we have all the women and men go in like a run or swim format, she like most of the time beats everyone or very close to beating everyone. The thing with Tia is she's a good swimmer, but she's a great runner. So like she's good at both, and she gets to the water before most, and then beats a lot of people in the water. You'll get her.
We'll see.
And so then, how'd you find CrossFit?
I really enjoy CrossFit.
No, how'd you find it? Like, how'd you get into it?
Oh, so I'm from Sweden, but I lived in the Netherlands working at IKEA.
Okay.
And while living there, I found the CrossFit box, and then that's how it started.
Did you say working at IKEA? IKEA?
Yeah.
Like the furniture place?
Correct.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm from, it started in a very small town in Sweden, and that's where I'm from.
Did you know they're pretty popular in the States? Like they're all over the place.
Yeah.
That's funny. I remember when I was younger, I bought a few things from them. Sometimes putting them together was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
Yes, but it's pretty cool what they built and what they accomplished. And so then from there, you found a gym and fell in love.
Yeah.
Do you coach at all too, or are you just an athlete?
I've been coaching a lot, but I'm not doing it at the moment. I am fortunate enough to just be able to focus on myself and my training, and I like to, as much as I can, go all in on one thing at a time. So I really want to go back to coaching and probably open my own box when I'm done competing at this level. But right now, I enjoy just paying 100% attention to me and my training.
Yeah, that's awesome. That makes sense, and it's obviously working well for you.
Yeah,
When you're home, what affiliate do you train at?
it's called CrossFit Linear.
Okay. Is it a big gym or kind of what size is it?
Yeah, it's a fairly big gym, I would say.
Okay. Who in Vegas are you training with? Oh, so you're with Quads like uh, Quads like Kyra? Is that her Instagram account?
Yeah.
Yeah. I DM'd her this morning and I said, "Hey, kid," because I was looking at her story and I saw you in her story. No, I looked at your story because I couldn't get a hold of you, and I saw your story, and then I saw her in one of your photos, and then I DM'd her and said, "Hey, can you let Emma know that I'm trying to get in touch with her?"
Yeah, she sent me a print screen of it.
That's pretty funny. Um, well, thank you for making that happen. I'm glad. Tell her thank you for making that happen. So you're training with her, and who else is there?
Actually, I am training with everyone, but it's mostly me and my partner David training together, and we came out to just be around other
Okay.
athletes training as well. Uh, but yeah, there is a lot of athletes in Las Vegas at the moment, and it's really nice just being around everyone training hard.
What camp or like who's so you're not following any of the programming camps that are currently out there right now, or are you?
No, so I'm with a program called Apex Athletics,
Okay.
and my coach is Philip Biscard,
Okay.
and he's from Denmark.
Got it. Are there other athletes involved with that?
Competing at the games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they have a team competing as well.
Okay. How many more sessions today do you have?
No more sessions today.
Okay, you're done for the day. Do you take a rest week, or do you just a rest day during the week, or do you just go every day?
So Thursdays are usually more of a recovery day. So this morning I had a 70 minutes just zone 2 bike outside in the 40-degree sun. And then Mondays are full rest day.
Okay. Well, before we go, do you have any questions for me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready.
So if you could only program one event to find the fittest on Earth, what would that event be?
That's a great question. One event to find the fittest. Is it something I create from scratch, or is it something that exists? Either.
Either. You can decide.
It'd be a triplet. It'd probably involve thrusters, probably involve pull-ups or muscle ups, and it involve running.
Okay.
And so, to find the fittest, I would keep the weight moderate to light heavy. So maybe for the men, 135 to 155, call it 10 to 12 reps. Um, bar muscle ups, maybe the same exact 10 to 12 reps. Toss in a 400 and call it 4 to 5 rounds of that. That's what I think. It's just an overall fitness. And here's why: the thrusters it's gonna demonstrate strength and capacity to move a barbell, rep it out. If you can, move that well, you're a strong athlete. There's also a mental grind aspect of a thruster that I really like and appreciate, that you have to fight and push through. Power muscle up at high rep. That's not a super high rep, but at 4 or 5 rounds, it's more rep, it's higher reps. It's obviously a very full displays full mastery of body weight movements, especially for CrossFit athletes. And then the run, because running does matter and it does show some ability to move your body from point A to point B efficiently. And you can see people who can do the first two things very well, but not be able to run. So you lose that measurement or aspect. So I think a triplet of those three things, without giving it much more thought than just being put on the spot, like you put me on the spot, that would be my answer.
Okay. I like it.
Okay. I'm glad you like it.
I have one more question.
Yes, let's do it.
Do you have a movement or a workout that you would have liked to have at the CrossFit Games, but it hasn't been possible because of logistics or equipment,
That's
etc.?
a great question. A movement or a workout? I mean, yeah. So like, I would love workout. I'd love to do Cindy more at the games. The thing is, Cindy's just really hard to, especially at the speed that you have to move through that, to like judge fairly across the board and consistently. When we did Murph at the games, at least we put the weight vests on, and at least there was some running, and so it slowed everything down. And I think we were able to use some standards that made sense at that point. But Cindy just it goes too fast. If there was a way to effectively and accurately judge that, that's something I would like to do at the games. A movement, I'll tell you what I really like that we've tried and didn't, I don't think we got it right, but I would love to bring back at some point is the ring handstand push-up. So
Okay.
yeah, inverted like so that's a great movement to have and to train. But again, that's another one where judging fairly across the board is challenging. Um, but I really like that move and would love to have at the game. So again, kind of just quickly, those two are what come to mind.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Emma. That was a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you in a few weeks.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.